Nice one.
Today's a great day to have a podcast.
It's an okay day to have a podcast. Hey, Ethan, talking to your mic.
Hello. All right.
Do that again, Ethan.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, episode number 39. That's a lot of episodes, if you think about it.
It really is.
What was that?
That's pretty crazy.
Yes.
I'll have to watch that back. That looks funny. 52 will be a year. And it seems like we're really close to that, you know? We're closer to that than we aren't, you know?
You know.
Like we're past halfway,
You know.
you know?
We are past halfway. If halfway's 52.
If we're going for a year, we're halfway to a year.
Ish.
Well, halfway. Pretty crazy.
We're going to have some fun episodes coming up, but this one's probably going to be more laxed. I think that's a word.
You
Laxed?
say
Yeah, thinks.
No, laxed.
No one's
Lax?
elacting.
like
No,
relaxed, but
just
you
laxed.
just simplified it to laxed.
No, I think laxed is a word. I think he's right on that.
I think it is too.
Ethan, pick a card. Say card.
7 of hearts.
7 clubs. I mean, spades. Levi, say a card.
7 of hearts.
You know what? I'll give you the cut.
Laxed is a song by Josh
Nope.
685.
Oh, I should say they both said 6 of hearts, which is what they said last time.
No, I
Laxed.
said
No,
7.
7. And then Levi said 6 of hearts, which is what he said.
No,
I
he
said
said
exactly
7.
what
He
he
said
said.
Oh, well, then that's what they also did last time. Anyway, we didn't get him.
Laxed means not strict or severe, careless or negligent.
Yeah, laxed
We're
coverage.
definitely
A lax,
negligent.
A lax attitude towards discipline. Lax or
All right, guys.
lax
So
attitude.
the Super Bowl happened. We finally got an episode out. After that, it's been a quite. I know, obviously, it's by the time this comes out, it'll have been.
I should have
quite a-
changed my hat.
to an Eagles one. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Sore subject around here.
I'm just kidding.
But
It's not sore at all for me.
so anyway, we'll talk a little bit about the Super Bowl today.
Kinda
But
thought it was
first,
gonna happen.
our predictions. You know how we were predicting the teams who would win. In the predictions, Levi predicted that the Chiefs and Eagles would go to the Super Bowl, which we discussed last time. But I told you guys that I had a trophy for Levi, and so Levi,
Oh, sweet.
congratulations.
He's got a silver trophy too.
If you can't tell, you have the NFL logo, and then you have our podcast logo.
I have
Little emblem.
I have a pink one here as decor for the podcast. Pink
Let me hold
because
it.
I thought pink would be
Give me the
fun.
pink one.
Was I say you're trying to hold my trophy?
It's not as sticky.
My trophy.
It used to be sticky because of the paint.
Should I go hold this up to the camera?
No. If you guys want,
Oh, this one's bad. You done coated this sucker.
don't look at it too closely
Does
in
that one
terms
feel like
of
paint too?
quality. No, that one's really good actually. Like it's really not that half
It
bad.
looks like wood, dude. I don't know how it did that. but-
That's the 3D printer. They're 3D printed. If you want to get a close up or a better image,
Oh, this one smells like paint.
can I have it back? It's in my decor.
This one smells like nothingness.
Yeah. So hold on, I'm trying to find something and then I'll say what it is. If you want to see what the trophy looks like, go to episode 37. The thumbnail is a 3D rendering of it. So and then you can get a little. You can zoom in on the.
And then watch
the-
episode 36.
And then watch it. Go ahead.
Because currently it's flopping.
Is it really?
I don't know. It only has 55 views.
Yeah, it's not doing.
It's
the
not-
best. It's
it's
not
not
doing the
flopping,
worst.
We're doing all right.
How
So
many
anyway-
subscribers do?
Oh, sorry.
Commander.
Subscribers do we have?
I haven't gained one in about a week.
Oh,
Okay.
there I see it. Yeah, 164.
So subscribe.
So subscribe too, yeah, while you're there. Anyway, so there's some fun hype. I didn't know if we had any fun Super Bowl stories. I don't really, aside from what we might talk about in these topics. But if you have anything off the top of your head, obviously Ethan's disappointed.
No, I'm chilling.
That-
We should talk about this.
Ethan's excited to
Talk
see.
about.
Car apps.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
That's an interesting one.
So, I just got a free couple months of a app, and I don't know how they work.
It hits a satellite.
It's satellite internet.
The OnStar is like a satellite. It's like roadside assistance, but when you get the OnStar,
Right, but how
He's really been thinking about this for
how
a
does
while.
it connect to the
satellite.
lock, start, unlock, flashlights,
Satellite.
stoplights, sound alarm?
It's a satellite.
Yeah, it's connecting. Yeah, through satellite. It's just the same. Like
like
Levi's
Sirius
saying, it's
XM
very similar to OnStar, except it's just kind of passive in the background.
But how
Whenever
can
you initiate
it
a
get
command,
all of these
It is
electronics?
OnStar.
Like it knows there's a recall. It knows the oil life.
It just
Well,
knows what your truck
it
is.
probably
knows
last
the
figured
fuel life.
it last knew that whenever you had it on.
The
So
tire pressure.
the
Currently,
computer,
you
you know,
think
it's a
currently has-
computer.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, a computer controls the truck, and then that computer can communicate
through
through the
satellite
satellites
to your phone.
to the servers for the manufacturer, and then that gets sent to your phone.
Buzzinga, you have an app with all your information.
And so that's how, and then so they just do that when it's on. I would bet, you know, the fuel level, and then that's just whatever it last reported it as. I don't think it's currently right now looking at what the fuel is. It's just, hey, this is what it was last reported right before you turn it off.
I don't know. It's gonna siphon your fuel.
But
and
it
check.
probably has a few. That would be kind of interesting to see. It has a little bit of a computer that's kind of barely staying on, just enough to probably, you know, hear, hey, he asked us to turn it on, or
But not enough to kill your battery.
but yeah,
That's crazy.
someone's walking in our attic.
That's an interesting way to say that.
That's
My
so
car-
cool.
That is really cool. My car has an app, I think. Mine's a 21, but I think
I can locate it on.
a map.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Maybe
probably
not.
using either GPS or satellite triangulation.
Yeah.
My car, you have to pay, which Ethan has to pay too. He's just on a free trial right now. But I also can't even enroll mine because mine was part of a fleet once. It was a rental of some form.
you can take it out of those.
And so
modes.
I would need to like call the dealership and be like, "Hey, here's my VIN. Can you take it out of?" And then I probably would have to. If I had to imagine, I'd probably have to take it there.
Mine was also a commercial vehicle.
Dude, what up?
No look high five.
Oh, I looked. I'm sorry.
So what's the GM one look like? Open it up.
I can't do anything because I don't have the OnStar services.
But
But you have the app. That's
Okay.
funny because I used to have my dealership app too, but
no, it's not the dealer. It's the car brand.
that's what I meant. Yeah, the manufacturer app. I deleted mine when I got a new phone though because I was like,
So I
literally
just
never use
I
it.
can do.
So what do you see?
I can elevate what I have for 20% off, and I can check my vehicle status. But you can't really because you don't have the.
Because it's all
OnStar.
disabled.
Yeah. that's
Oh,
the
so yours
OnStar.
doesn't even have the satellite capability.
Probably through OnStar.
Yeah, you have OnStar right now. That's what you have.
Ethan said it wasn't OnStar specifically.
Well, it is.
No, it was sent through the Chevrolet app.
Which may or may not be going through OnStar unless you know it's not.
I just lost my Sirius XM thing.
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, hold up. Nope, 3 more days of Sirius XM.
3 more days. You better start driving.
Yeah, and I can buy parts and stuff specifically towards my vehicle for the.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nice then. If you're like, I
But-
need a new hubcap.
Parked location. I got
Oh,
that.
whoa! It tells you where it's at though.
Yeah, I do have its location.
Oh, well, what?
Okay, so you do
the
have
heck?
some
Oh,
of
no
you do
location.
have.
Maybe not.
Oh, psych! He needs to
Mine
pay for
wouldn't
that.
really show me either, but
Need to pay for that.
it's also probably not been raining in a while, so
Well, that's right. Yours is not here.
yeah. Okay, anyway, cool sidetrack. That's just really cool when, it really came into perspective when I was reffing and somebody had it, and I was like, dude, because we know once our game's over, we only have a certain amount of time we can leave, so I can start it before I get changed, start getting changed, go out, have a warm vehicle. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, that'd be so clutch.
in the cold weather, I've learned that having the remote start would be cool. My car doesn't even remote start. I
Yeah,
don't think.
and so that's why it's also clutch. GM offers a $14 that just lets you start it, unlock it, that kind of stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's perfect.
Like you said, I think that would be worth it in the cold
Oh, I
months.
completely agree, especially for what I do in the cold months.
You're just like, oh yeah, $40 for a couple months, fair. Like the first time it goes cold, I'd pay it and then keep paying it until February or whatever.
Yeah,
Let me see.
Totally, gummit. Totally agree.
so that's just cool. So Ben has a top 5 Super Bowl commercial list. I
Yeah.
was not paying attention to them at all because I didn't care.
Yeah, and I feel like there was a time where Super Bowl commercials were really good, and everyone loved
I
them.
feel like they were still good, but it's still commercials that.
Yeah, they were. There was a few okay ones, but just a few.
Where they brought the Uber Eats into the Puppy Monkey Baby and all that stuff. That was freaking funny. That was the only one that stood out that I remember.
I just remember yelling, "Oh my gosh, it's Puppy Monkey Baby!"
Yeah.
And then one of our friends.
And then it was the Green Giant for the.
Yeah, it was just all the major food mascots for miscellaneous things. Anyway, so this is my official list of my top 5, and I can mention others if we want. But
there's one obvious number 1 Super Bowl commercial ever.
My number 1. Oh, should I start at number 5?
Is this ever or just this year?
Just this year.
Okay.
My number 5 this year. I'll just kind of give you guys a little quick look. It's this Gordon Ramsay Hexclad.
That was a Super Bowl commercial?
With Pete Davidson.
Interesting.
So that one was funny.
Yeah.
Made me laugh when I was looking back over it.
I think those are solid pans, actually.
My next one, number 4, is this Ritz one. I don't remember.
Dude, Ritz crackers with some cheese right now would go crazy. I remember that.
He pulls a cracker out from behind her ear. So stupid. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny.
All right.
My number 3, and this is just because I just love this. It's this Chasmo. The Tortino's Chasmo.
Tostinos.
And then the two guys are like, "Well, we didn't know him as much." And this face, I just love this face of Chasmo getting absolutely wrecked. And there's a longer version of it. It was,
$8 million just to put 30 seconds in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like save your money.
Exactly. You know how many Instagram ads could reach so many more people for that much money?
Now, I really enjoyed this one. It's a Coors Light Slow Monday. It's kind of meta because it's talking about like the Monday after the game. Everyone's going to be kind of slow. And so then he's like, yeah.
A bunch of sloths. That's
a bunch of sloths.
That's funny.
And so my favorite one is here at the end. He's like,
Monday lights.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, here you go, brother. Bam.
That's good.
See, I was like, okay, this one's pretty good, and that ending just.
That's actually how they brand those boxes.
Because they look like that.
Monday lights. Monday's light. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that's not the name of it.
No,
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, so that one was my number 2, and my number 1 has to be this Skechers Martha Stewart one for several reasons, but I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me demonstrate. Drop a beat.
What is going on? It's not even that long. I couldn't even find a YouTube video on it. I had to go to Twitter to find that.
That's funny.
But that it's like this blurry AI looking Martha Stewart doing some stupid TikTok dance. I was like, that is just the dumbest thing.
That's funny though.
And then this one was kind of an honorable mention, but it's like the full thing.
It has been a banner year for the National Football League.
How it says football is just all about food for
the Uber Eats.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a little long
Uber Eats
for
is
me.
doing pretty decent with their ads.
And then that was
Can you think of just like one ad that like of all time you're like that was the best ad?
The
Super
puppy
Bowl ad.
monkey.
the
baby.
puppet, yeah, that one was so infamous.
That was the Panthers and Broncos Super Bowl.
The NFL
2018,
100
I
ad was
think.
better.
The NFL 100 was pretty funny.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all
those
of them
ones were
around
good.
the dinner, around a
Yep.
like at a
That
at a
was
dinner.
good.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny as well.
But the only problem with that is so many people don't understand it because of all the players and the different situations and
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
But anyway,
For those who knew, it was pretty funny. Anyway, those are mine. Any commercials stand out to you guys from this year? Any?
no, bunch of mid commercials.
I didn't, like I said, literally did not even pay attention. Hardly paid attention to the game because it was over at halftime. So.
We got distracted.
Oh, let's talk about the halftime show.
That's what Tom Brady said before he won the game.
No.
24-0 at half. I'm just saying.
So yeah, I also didn't really watch. It was hard to understand because he's just not very clear. It was rap, so rap's already kind of hard to stand, and then live, I was just like, I can't even really make out the
You
words.
didn't get the meanings?
Not a lot of
Dude,
them.
those
I
show-
got the Drake disses. Those
Those
are
show-
those
it
are
was
popping
all
off.
a Drake
the whole
diss,
thing was
yeah.
against Drake.
And so that's why people are like, no, it wasn't entertaining. But then the fans are like, no, it was good because all the references. And it's like the common person's not going to get the references.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube that I didn't watch, but I thought about watching. It was like all the meaning behind the Super Bowl halftime. And I was
No.
like, I would, because apparently he's really good. Kendrick Lamar is really
Yes.
good
Oh,
at
yeah.
like symbolism.
Oh,
Yes.
And so I was like, I
And
should
his
probably
meaning.
watch that because that
So
sounds
I could tell
interesting.
you a couple of them. Uncle Sam was there because in one of Drake's songs, he mentioned something about his uncle or wanting to meet his uncle or something like that. So then he brought in the Uncle Sam and then did the American flag with all the colored people. And then the stage was set up like the PlayStation controller with the
X,
buttons
circle,
because
triangle, square.
Drake's
Really?
producer or album something is Sony.
Oh,
Yeah, something with Drake's music
Man,
is
Sony caught
And
a
then- And then at the
Caught some-
beginning, he did the
caught some
stuck with
hands.
the video game because he did the loading to when he was ready,
You're
and then at
missing
the
a
end,
good one.
the game over video game.
I think the funniest.
And then
one
all
is-
of his songs had the meanings
No,
to.
the funniest one is Serena Williams, Drake's
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend, doing her little whatever you call it.
Yeah,
thing.
well, and that was more because she got fined for doing that in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, she said that it was something about that.
Yeah,
I
and
saw her
so-
quote something about that.
Yeah. But then in one of his songs, he literally said, like, "Hey Drake," and then went on.
Yeah, there's
rapping.
two or three songs I think he did that are specifically Drake disses that he totally used. Especially
Yeah, no,
the,
he
the
made
most
like a
recent
whole
one.
album that was Drake disses, but the one, Not Like Us, is completely
Yeah.
a Drake diss.
Yeah, and he sang that one.
Yeah, and then when he sang that, he changed some lyrics that made it more intentional. And I don't know, I thought it was good. His songs are really good, but I don't think rap you can really be that good of a performer for him because they're so hip hop and techno oriented. But it was all right. It was definitely better than previous ones.
Yeah, I think that was one of the probably better halftime recent shows. Oh yeah, it is kind of a PlayStation. That's hilarious.
Completely.
X, 0, or O,
X,
a
circle,
triangle,
triangle,
and a
square.
square. That's interesting. See, that's the kind of thing that I was like. That's what makes it cool for me.
Yeah.
like-
Symbolism.
Yeah, it's
But
like
as
all
far
this-
as
all this
entertainment,
extra
it's
effort.
supposed to be a halftime entertainment show,
Yeah, it was.
not
I
so
think they
much
should just bring
entertaining.
in like a great drum line or something next year.
Yeah, but and then in that same respect, I mean, what are they supposed to do in that short of time for entertainment?
Yeah,
mean-
and that's the thing that was kind of crazy is like how many songs he did. It's like
You'd have to
he
bring
didn't do
in
a full song.
for
Yeah.
true entertainment. You'd have to bring in somebody that does songs everybody knows, and there's only a couple generational talents that do that.
Right.
Like Michael
Like
Jackson
Bruno
had one, and
Mars.
everybody loved it. Yeah, Bruno Mars had one, and it was all right at the time. He was still kind of young, but it was good for us youngins. But
Yeah, but like
the
when,
only
when
other
the,
one since like Michael Jackson was when they had Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar. They had all those rappers.
Yeah,
for
when
that
they brought
one
them all in,
Florida.
that was kind of cool too.
Yeah, that one was actually that was the last really good one I can remember.
Yeah, I liked the Weeknd one, but I don't know very many with the Weeknd songs.
No,
So
yeah,
it was like
and they were-
it was like eh. And then I remember there was one with I think Katy Perry where she dove down from the top.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of cool. And hers was okay. Hers was really big production value, if I remember correctly, like a huge lion in several different locations. And it's like,
Yeah. So I don't know how they're supposed to, make it more entertaining for the people that think it wasn't. But the only thing I could think of is I would say a majority of football fans listen to country music. So bringing a country music singer,
yeah.
but
I bet
still.
that seems about that time. Yeah, like bring in a Posty
It's gonna have to
or
be-
No, it's gonna have to
gonna
be
be
Morgan.
Wallen.
Yeah.
yeah, Morgan Wallen.
That's a bet somebody's got out there on the next halftime performer.
I saw that. I saw there were bets like that.
Dude, it's
I'm
gonna
not
be
seeing-
more.
Bruno Mars has performed at multiple of these.
Yeah, I would heavily
looking
bet
down.
on Morgan Wallen.
That'd be awesome. I think people would.
Morgan
enjoy
Wallen
that.
and Post Malone and
Madonna.
Yeah, I like the multi-artist thing, and I know that they bring in some guests and stuff, but I like
I like the multi-artist thing.
bring in
because-
have at least 2 or 3 headlining.
Yeah, no, not only that, but with multiple artists, there's multiple hits, so they perform songs that
Exactly.
most people know.
Yes.
I think the last country was Bruce Springsteen in 2009.
It's been forever.
2009.
The
I'm
last
just
country
looking
was
back.
09?
Yeah, you've had Bruno Mars like 4 times
Mm-hmm.
mixed with people like 2016. I bet that was good. Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars.
No, that's probably okay.
And then
Mm.
2014, Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Those do not mix.
That's a strange one.
That's random.
Like there's.
Well, yeah,
some
Bruno Mars
strange-
is one of those that, like we said, he's one of those generational. Most people know his songs,
Yeah.
but
Usher did 2024 and he did 2011 with the Black Eyed Peas.
well, Usher made an appearance in 2024.
Usher was the main guy.
No, Rihanna was the main guy.
No, Rihanna was 2023.
Oh, was Usher really 2024?
Usher was with Alicia Keys and.
That was it. You're right. You're right.
but
You're
Usher
right.
was the main guy.
You're
Wow.
right. You're right.
See, I don't even
mixed
remember
up my
that.
Chief Super Bowls.
I'm guessing the Black Eyed Peas were the main one in 2011, but still. And
Yeah.
then 2007 had Prince and the Florida A&M marching band. That was probably cool.
That probably would have been cool.
Yeah, those marching bands can do some cool
Shania
stuff. but-
Twain, 2003. There's some interesting ones in here. NSYNC was in 2001 with Britney Spears.
Mhm. Dude, the Michael Jackson one. He was what?
I just saw a thing where he waited a full 2 minutes
Yeah,
before
yeah,
the start, and his cue was he touches glasses.
yeah, for his sound guy.
to
But yeah,
start it,
and he was
which is
intentionally waiting to build
crazy.
anticipation.
That's so crazy that he's like that in control.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. What?
Performed at halftime? What?
Featuring Tony Bennett, someone, and the Miami Sound Machine.
Anywho.
Yep. So,
Kind of talking about those bets. There's a lot of bets out there that they place on the big game on the Super Bowl.
well, yeah.
So I went through it because you hear about them and then I never hear the results. And so I was like, I'm gonna look up all these bets and see what it was. And so we're gonna do a few things. But the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna tell you a bet and you're gonna tell me if you think it went what the result was. And you may know them, which may not be as fun, but it's gonna be okay. So there we go. So did the national anthem go over or under 120.5 seconds?
Under.
Over.
Are you looking at my list?
Okay, I am looking at your screen. I was not reading it though.
God, Levi.
I was staring right at it. I wasn't reading it
Freaking
though.
cheater.
I was
He's
just thinking,
spacing
that's
out.
the-
Is it because you got buds in?
me?
No.
Good. He's fully listening this time.
No, I just space out.
yeah, it was
I-
under.
I know it's under because it was like by a second. Or
Yeah, it was really close. There was people who were stressing out about that,
Yeah.
but it was under. It was under 120 seconds.
two. That was funny.
120.5.
That's the only one I probably.
I don't know who Bastelli is. Bestelt.
Bestowed.
I think they did the national anthem.
Oh, I don't
Did
know who it was
Bestelt
either.
play a melodica during the anthem, which is like the air piano?
No.
No.
Yeah, no. The answer's no. No, but that's something people bet on, which I thought was crazy.
No, he played a piano.
Who was first shown during the anthem? Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, I have no idea.
Probably Mahomes.
I'm gonna go Hurts.
It was Hurts.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's the bet that won.
Should have been Saquon.
Was Taylor Swift shown during the anthem?
No.
No.
That is correct. Who won the coin flip and with what result?
Chiefs tails.
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
you're going
Ethan
with the
freaking
tip.
knows
Yeah,
it.
I know that's what it is.
Ethan knows it.
I
I
just
was
watched
thinking
the
the
video
results
about it
was like
earlier.
receiver kick.
How many songs did Kendrick Lamar perform over and under 10.5 that had to be played for at least 10 seconds with lyrics?
Under.
Yeah, it was under.
There's no way it was 10.5. He played a lot, but there wasn't 10.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
a-
it was only like 7.
He played 10.
Really?
Oh,
Under,
they
I
were
think it was.
right on the 10.5.
That was close. Who was the first guest performer of the halftime show?
It would have been Kendrick Lamar.
SZA.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
SZA.
SZA was at the
She was
end.
the only one.
SZA.
She was at the end.
She was the only
This
one.
is the first guest performer.
yeah, the
Oh,
only
the
one.
first. Okay, so that'd be okay. I see. What you're saying.
Whoever
First and
whoever
only.
came after, whoever was with Kendrick first. Gatorade shower color. I think we know it.
Yellow, wasn't it?
It was yellow,
Mhm.
yeah. But the prediction was purple. 32% people thought
Yeah, that's a
purple.
dumb prediction.
Yeah. No one. They never.
I gotta feel like that you could really influence that.
That was a dumb.
But
no.
I guess the NFL people aren't supposed to be.
Maybe
in
if like
bets.
the Ravens or the Vikings were in, just because. But no, purple's none of those grown men like purple Gatorade.
those grown men like purple Gatorade.
Yeah, it's always orange.
And then the other one for the game, the other one that I have, which I think you guys know, is was there a tush push touchdown?
Yeah, the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Some other fun betting odds. Travis, what were the odds that Travis Kelce would propose to Taylor Swift after the game?
Oh,
Was
pretty
it
high.
16%?
16%.
And that was on the field though. That was like there on the field at 16%. A coach or player will cry during the national anthem.
Yep.
Was it
Chris
80?
Jones
Chris
all the
Jones
times.
always does.
There was an 81% chance of that.
Yep.
A quarterback catches a pass, 5%.
Yeah, I'd not bet on that.
Who would the MVP mention first? And this was a list of like God/Jesus, teammates, family, friends, stuff like that. I don't remember. I don't know what the answer was. I couldn't find it easily. But
I'm going to Disney World or whatever.
no, it's like who'd they thank first. Sorry, I said who was the who'd they thank first. God/Jesus was favored 51%. Teammates was favored second. I don't actually know what the answer
I
was.
bet
I couldn't
Hurts.
find
It
it.
was probably Jesus with Hurts.
That's what they were saying.
Anybody now?
Yeah. Some other things that I don't have the answers or the the betting odds on, but other things that you could have bet on include: would there have been a power outage during the Super Bowl?
That happened the last time there was a Super Bowl in New Orleans. That's why.
I felt like that was a random thing, but that's interesting. What team will Jason Kelsey wear on the Super Bowl Sunday? Eagles or Chiefs? Pretty good one. A pretty good
He
question.
said Eagles.
Yeah. How many total Canadian viewers?
There was a Canadian there.
Well, it means like TV. How many people
That's crazy.
tuned in from Canada?
Oh, probably a lot.
If the Chiefs win, will Andy Reid be doused in barbecue sauce after the game?
What?
Which I'm thinking, there ain't no way they could do that.
No, yeah,
Who's
that's-
that would be a crime. How many times would Taylor Swift be shown live throughout the game?
She's only shown like 4.
I know. I think
she's
I
only
think that's
shown
how I should for.
once.
And then they also said how many times. What will happen to the price of Bitcoin during the game? Will it go up or down?
That's random.
That's
And
random.
I'm like, these are just the most random things that people are betting on, which is fun. I almost wanted to sports bet. I think it's legal in Buffalo.
So a lot of these bets, I was looking at Polymart. I think is one of them. You can't do it in America, but there's so many random bets on there. Like
I know, and that's what I was trying to see if I could find. And it's
should-
weird. They don't show the results. It seems like I couldn't find the results for some of them. Like they don't just post. Okay, here's everything, and here's all the results. And they're called prop bets, by the way. The craziest prop bets was what we were talking about.
We were looking at that in school.
So, but I thought about doing it. I think that'd be fun. So maybe next year,
Ooh, I have a fun
put
story
some
for
money
you
on it.
later.
But it's a lot. I mean,
Story time. Cat car rescue, Ben.
I'm not realizing that a lot of these are me talking.
You know this one's your story.
I apologize.
Like,
Dadgummit.
yeah, bro's talking, but his mic don't work.
Yeah. So I apologize that the podcast is really a lot of me. So feel free to interject at any time.
I interject.
No, this car cat rescue is a pretty good one.
So we have cats, kittens.
Love cats.
Or we try to anyway. They're hard to keep around here in the cold of Buffalo.
Yeah, they get lost in the snow.
Digging tunnels.
I thought you were gonna that it was with it. I love that. So we try to keep cats when we can, but it's really quite a challenge. And the vehicles like to take the cats, but in this time it was a different meaning. I've twice.
The cat wrote it out.
I have twice where I have arrived at a location and had one of our cats with us, and these are not far. These are not.
No,
close.
this is 15 minutes, 17 miles, type of, and the cat's hiding in a car just
Right.
chilling.
So I believe the first
Probably
time.
toasting.
I believe the first time I was going to work when I was my high school job, which was a custodian for a business, cleaning there after hours. And so it was. I think I was even doing like a deeper clean, so it was like dark out and no one was there by the end. So anyway, I pull up there kind of late, and I think I worked for like 2 hours, and then I'm getting done working. I'm going back out to my car. I walk out, and I don't remember if I hear a meow or I see a cat dash, and it scared me. I think I was like, "Oh, it's shadowy, it's dark, shadowy figure just bolts out." And then I look at it, I'm like, "Oh, it's a cat." And so I'm like, "Dang, street cats in this town." But we're on the outskirts of town, so I was really confused why or how a street cat got out to where we were, or where I was. But I was like, whatever. And so I'm like, street cat, that's dumb, whatever. So I'm going to my car, and it's really friendly, which the city cats really aren't usually. It's like, oh, wait a minute, this is our cat. So I'm like, shoot. And we like to keep our cats, so I'm like, I want to try to do stuff to keep our cats nearby and to keep them. So I was like, what am I gonna do with this cat? Well, I'm gonna try to take it home. So I go back into work.
With you up there. It's a better ride home than it was there. I bet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he enjoyed this ride a little better. But and the great thing is he stayed around. Like presumably he probably tried to run the moment the car stopped or a little after, but he stayed around the full 2 hours around
And
my
there's
car.
a couple stop signs he could have hopped out too, but he didn't.
Yeah, no, he's.
I mean, it's really a phenomenon of nature how this thing decided to just chill it out.
and like you said, it's like 20 miles, like a 20-minute drive. Like I mean,
that's crazy.
he held in there. So I went and grabbed a cardboard box and I taped it all up and taped the bottom and taped him in because it's just a short ride and it's not sealed or anything. But I just taped it shut so that he couldn't get out of the box.
And put holes in it so it had oxygen.
I might have poked holes in it, but it also had holes because, like I said, I didn't seal it. It was just taped enough where he couldn't open it.
I'm just saying that for the cat lovers out there.
Oh yeah, well the cat was in no harm. There was no way this cat was in harm. Anyway,
Or at least more harm than he was on the way there.
yeah, really. There, this is a much safer trip home. But he did not like the box at all, and so I take off and I start to drive, and then I hear, well, the whole time he's meow, meow, meow. And so he's freaking out in this box. I'm like,
Crank the music up like,
just stay in the stinking box, cat. Hold on. And so he's like,
You just hear.
yeah, he's trying to, he's bapping the box, trying to get out, and he flings his little arm through the tape, and so you hear, and then you see his little paw pop out of the box where it's taped up. I'm like, shoot, he's gonna get out, and he's gonna be just wild in my car. So I'm like trying to keep the box shut and trying to do that. So I'm pretty sure I just kind of held the box shut the whole. So I'm just driving one-handed, just like staying there. You know, he moves his hand, I'd move my hand. Stay in the box, he's a little stinker. So then I drove him all the way home, and so that was pretty heroic of me, in my opinion, and it was quite the experience. But turns out, not probably 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm in a different town that is another. It's like 10 miles from our house, and I'm doing band practice for the church. And so that's probably 40 or 50 minutes, maybe an hour. And I walk out there and the same thing. What the heck are these street cats doing by my car? Oh, wait, that's our cat, a different one. And this time, I think I was mostly alone or everyone was leaving. I didn't have a box. So it's just me and our cat. And like I said, I'm here trying. Ethan's not listening because he's got his phone out. I'm here.
you need to lock in.
I'm here trying to leave, and I don't got a box. I'm like, I'm trying to save these cats and get this. So I'm like, I'm gonna freaking take this cat back home. So what I did this time, don't recommend this, by the way. Actually, don't recommend any of it really. But
Don't take your cat. You know.
I sat with the cat in my lap, petting it the whole time while I was driving home, so I could return our other cat back home too. So I have
the same cat.
it was not the same cat. I think the first one was a black cat and the next one was a yellow cat or an orange cat. And so I have twice had to transport our cats back to our house because they rode with me in my vehicle to my destination. Stupid freaking cats.
Stupid cats. But at the same time, I love cats.
I love cats. Levi's allergic to cats. And
I'm
he loves
allergic to cats, but I still love the cats.
them. Right, I
It's
agree.
really quite unfortunate. I can only pet the cats like before I go shower.
He has to pet the cats at the end of the day, so
Yeah.
then he can shower.
Kind of sad. Same thing with dogs.
Anyway, that's my cat story.
Gotta
pretty
love
good.
cats.
Gotta be careful.
What'd you do? Ethan?
Curiosity
You texting
usually
someone?
kills the cats.
Yeah, that's true.
Or not curiosity and life.
Or
Anyhow.
other animals. But most
But-
of the time, you just get along, live along, get along.
Get
What are
along
you thinking?
down the road.
Live, get along.
Get
go.
along, move along, get along, get along, give along, something like that. I don't know.
Scared to live.
What is the shrimp treadmill?
So I saw a video online of, and it's been Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency from Musk, from Trump and Musk.
Alon.
They have recently brought back forth this idea that the government has paid money to train a shrimp to run on a treadmill, and so it's
Shrimp swim.
the shrimp treadmill experiment cost taxpayers more than $3 million over the course of a decade. That's what some are claiming.
I'm totally down with paying for that.
Oh, good, because I have a video that you'll appreciate then.
Good.
It's set to Eye of a Tiger. We'll probably get copyright for that, so I won't play the. So look at this little dude. Yeah. It's just a shrimp on a underwater treadmill. Look at him go!
That's so worth taxpayer dollars.
Look
I
at
will
it
not
go.
lie.
Look
That's
at
better than
him.
paying for
You
half
can just
the
hop
other
up and
things the government
swim.
do.
Like what?
I don't. Yeah, half the time it doesn't even really look like he's on the treadmill. It looks more like
Yeah, there's
he's
just
swimming.
What
Yep.
the heck?
It's so stupid.
I'm-
This is really stupid that there's a video of it. Anyway, so I looked into the claim because I was like, $3 million on a shrimp? That's gotta be wrong.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
we gotta talk about this. Is Marvel Rivals gonna be the new Fortnite?
Bro, what?
I'm in the middle of my story. And
Oh, you weren't done with it?
Bro,
No.
bro's like, so I went to look at that. So is Marvel Rivals gonna be the next Fortnite?
Well, we gotta talk about it.
Okay, we'll talk about it after. Hold
Yeah,
on, let me
geez,
finish
let
my
him
thing.
finish his
Oh, I need to
topic.
type it on the actual. Hold on, I've been doing it dumb.
The
I forgot. I have 2 documents. This is my problem that I have to manage both of them.
Well, maybe if you just didn't have a document, you just sat here and stared off into the abyss.
No, the
like me or
document's
Ethan.
a good thing.
That's true. Ben keeps us in line.
Okay, Ben, keep going on your shrimp.
So I looked it up, and so they say this research is quote: researchers developed the shrimp treadmill to test whether sickness would impair the mobility of the crustaceans.
What's a
So
crustacean?
it's a type of animal that a shrimp is.
Oh.
Crabs are also crustaceans. So they're trying to figure out if like being sick makes it worse or easier for them to swim. So this is a sick shrimp on the treadmill. He's not feeling all right.
So they're torturing the freaking thing.
They actually did say they
Oh,
injected it. With
Dude,
something.
that's why he starts swimming. Because he wants to be on the ground. That's why he wasn't swimming in the first place. Because he's on the ground walking, and then he's like, this is so fast! And so he just starts swimming.
Probably
Yeah,
animal
they are
cruelty
kind
of
of
some
pushing him
sort.
to the limit. Yeah, so
That's crazy. Because he's totally getting tortured there.
So-
he's like, man, I just want to sit here and be sick.
yeah,
Why is this moving?
that gum? I just want to sit on the floor.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's funny.
they were trying to see if pollutants in the water would cause the shrimp to not be able to swim as fast or to act different, to see how it would affect the shrimping industry, the people who fish shrimp. And some say that the cost for the study might have been closer to $500,000, but still, what the freak are we doing paying? Why
not
are
real.
taxpayers
It's not real.
paying for? I think so. Now, some would argue the cost, but I don't think anyone's really arguing this experiment. Some might argue that maybe taxpayer dollars weren't going to. But I think taxpayer dollars fund this organization. Like, there's a lot of project that this organization does that's taxpayer funded for research that like the government hands out to this firm that hands out to these organizations. I don't know if I could say that this was totally funded by and whatnot, but I do think that there was some government money spent to see how well shrimp can run on a treadmill when they're sick.
That's crazy.
Bet.
He obviously doesn't want to.
And I'm telling you, it really looks like he's swimming. His feet aren't even on it.
Hold that card for a second. Dude, that's nice.
Yeah, no, I think most of the time he starts
I want to
swimming.
be a shrimp when I grow up.
You want to be a shrimp?
Yep.
Someone in Reddit said, "I take half of that to run on the on a treadmill or something like that."
No!
That's crazy.
So, I don't think Marvel Rivals is going to be the next Fortnite.
I don't think it's going to be as
I don't
big
think
as
a lot of
Fortnite,
kids like
but
it.
I do think it's going to become the. I wonder what is.
I
the
think
most-
it's like the next Valorant Overwatch, but I don't think it's going to be Fortnite.
Yeah, I already
We
see it.
need another huge game like that, though. I just don't know what it could be. I
The
think all the bases are pretty well covered.
It is definitely taking over in the esports arena. I think I see a lot of esports going that way. Looks like it is the number 3 Steam most played game right now.
Yeah,
By
I
not
just-
much compared to
gonna have to
PUBG,
be-
but I mean it's kicking.
I don't
everything
know
else's
what
butt.
type of game isn't covered now that we have Battle Royale. But, that was kind of just made up, so somebody needs to make up another one.
Well, Marvel Rivals is claimed a really good market. Overwatch has had it's like a 5v5 class based PvP kind of game with similar modes to. It's very similar to Overwatch. Overwatch has had that market for forever. They've been the number one, game like that for forever.
What is banana?
I don't know.
Banana
It's
is
number
the
8.
8th most played. It literally just says banana.
Yeah, Apex is number 10.
Because it was an Origins original, so most people just keep playing it on that.
Might be true.
It's also heavily console because of aim.
Fair.
Aimbot.
So, Overwatch released Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 was going to have a story mode to it and be better. When they finally announced Overwatch 2 and released it, they killed the first Overwatch, so you had to play 2. And then they didn't do the story, and people weren't very happy for other reasons.
They scammed
So Overwatch is doing really good. Overwatch 2 comes out. It kind of flops. So people are like, I don't really like Overwatch 2. Marvel Rivals instantly comes out and is like not bad. Plus it's fun with all the Marvel characters. So it starts to build and people just start to play it. And some people prefer it now over Overwatch.
I wonder how many people are going to watch this new Marvel movie that come out because of this. Like, I bet a lot of people.
So,
are
like,
Just like the
Overwatch,
Fantastic Four
Overwatch
one.
2 is 64.
They just added in the Fantastic Four characters because they released that movie's coming out.
Yes, that was probably true.
Mad
Yeah,
marketing.
I'm excited to see how they use that game to market
And
the
then
movies.
the new Daredevil's coming out. He's leaked to be coming to Rivals. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see I think that's a cool plan for them. I also saw someone saying, "Hey, we should really they should do like what League of Legends did with the show Arcane and make a show based off of the characters in this game." Obviously, we know there's already movies made around Iron Man and whatnot, but they should expand the lore of this and specifically flesh out some of the funner characters that we don't, like Luna Snow and Jeff the Land Shark. Make shows with them in it because they don't get but they get a lot of love in the game. I think it'd be cool. I think there's a lot of possibilities. I also am really excited to see what they do with all these movies and how it hypes each other up and maybe makes each other better or whatnot. But
I mean, it'd be easy to do a Red Hulk. Just give him Hulk's abilities.
right, but you can't do that. That's crap. You have to be able to do something smart with
Well,
it.
no, I think you can because it's a Marvel game, and
Maybe
people,
a skin. You could get a Red Hulk skin.
Yeah, well, not only that, but you could do a whole nother. Yeah, I guess just a skin, but that's not free. So people want the free. So
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah.
there are going to be people that are like,
But
I prefer the Red Hulk over the normal Hulk.
But
Or
I
I
could
prefer
s-
normal over the red, and they're just going to pick that
Yeah.
character. So it
But
just
I
kinda
could see them
expands
doing
a little bit.
I could see them trying to do a Falcon for the Captain America coming out.
Yeah, for
The-
sure. There's
the
all those
Sam Wilson
different
Captain.
superheroes that they're going to keep on coming.
And I think that'd be
They
good
have
for
a
them to do.
unlimited character already created. Like this game's super easy now.
So what do
I
you
feel
think if they have
like Apex Legends were made up almost. There was Titanfall, so it had a little bit of, but a lot of these new ones are just made up, and so that's why their development team is really creative because they're really creative in how they came up with these characters. But Marvel Rivals has bases to go off of.
Yeah, 100%. Do you think if they keep making characters, should they take characters out? Like if they introduce
No, I don't think so.
like if they introduce, if there's like 50 characters, do you really want 50 characters or should they try?
Yeah, because people are gonna have mains that they like.
That's
to play.
true though. That's true. Because
But can you
then
pick
you're gonna take out
randoms?
someone's main and then everyone's gonna be mad.
No,
But
that's the
I
point,
feel like
though.
if they keep
You have
going
to have
and
skill.
I feel like if they keep going and it's like there's 70 something characters, I just feel like you're gonna have to take some out,
Or make
which
this
is
game.
part of their problem. But
I don't know. Having a-
It'd be interesting. I bet they eventually release a miniature battle royale within Marvel Rivals.
they'll probably have something. There will probably be some new modes that come
Just
out
because of how
soon.
big that blew up.
Yeah.
Counter Strike 2, is that a
Counter Strike
shooter?
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter. Have you never played Counter-Strike?
Sounds like we need to play it.
It's free to play. You want to download it?
Sounds like I do. If it's a shooter and it's got 1.3 million people playing it right now.
Can
Are
I
you about? No, my computer's off. You can't do that.
Let's see if I can download it. I can jump into mine.
I need to do that. We have good enough Wi-Fi. It's fine. We'll do it later.
That's your
It's
phone.
clearly big and it looks cool. So anyway,
Do we want
Looks
to?
cool.
Do we want to play CS
look.
too?
It's a shooter, and then look how many people are playing. it.
Oh, I've played that.
Have you?
Do you want to play it with me and Levi now?
I need-
It's not as cool as it looks, Levi.
It really isn't.
It doesn't look like it is from that commercial.
This is the old stuff. Hold on. There's the new stuff.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that doesn't look that cool.
okay. So don't worry about downloading it because I won't.
I might download it and play it later, but
I wouldn't. It's not. It's really not the best in my opinion.
It's one of those
It's. I used to play. So it's based off CS:GO, the first one.
yeah.
And I played CS:GO. CS:GO was a big esports,
Yeah,
and so is CS2.
it's one of those shooter games where you actually don't aim.
Yeah, it's really it's popular, but it's not really fun. I wouldn't
'Cause
think
all
it's
the
more.
kids
It's more
play it.
competitive. I think it's more of a competition, and it's a lot of skill. That's something I like about Marvel Rivals is I really don't feel like I. Usually when I'm playing it, I don't feel like I have to be like skill. Like I don't have to like I can relax and play the game. Honestly.
Yeah. That's I think one of the reasons I don't too much, but
That's
I'll
why
play
I
for a
have
little bit.
mental anxiety when I play everything but Farming Simulator.
Yeah, that's why I think you might enjoy Marvel Rivals a little bit.
Cause it's
Yeah, I feel like you
Farming
are.
That's the only
Simulator,
reason I enjoy it is because I don't.
therapeutic.
Yeah, I don't want it to be competitive, but I mean I'm a competitive person. So
Right,
why I
and that's
do
the
other
fun part
games.
is there is a bit competitive, but it's not like it's not so skill based. Like every other game, you just have to be good at one. And that's the thing I like about the multi-character stuff too, is like I'm not a good Captain America in Marvel Rivals, but I'm pretty good at Hawkeye or support, and you need those to help win. And so I can be as aggressive or not aggressive as I like. So it fits play styles a lot better. So like y'all are always playing Apex. I'm not very good at Apex because
me.
okay, Ethan plays Apex a lot, and so it's hard for me to play Apex because you kind of have to just be really good at the game, know all the guns really well, and then still have the skill to. And it's
It's
the same
play
thing.
to
It's
win.
always go and it's always go in aggressive and there's like not a lot of options in play style. Whereas with Marvel Rivals, there's 30 for every character, a different way to play it.
Understandable.
I think we wrap it up. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't. It's
Sure.
on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Should we leak
Share with your
maybe
friends.
maybe a guest next episode?
We will be having guests coming up. I think I said that at the beginning.
You did, but let's type them up.
I would just like to
No,
mention the fact that
we're
I do
having
not
guests.
know who this guest is.
Yeah, you do.
We talked about it.
We're gonna have some
Oh!
guests
Ooh,
and
fun guest.
some fun episodes
Fun guest.
with
Yeah.
some more interesting topics.
Hopefully.
No,
So
I
stay-
know. I know there's one at least.
There was a story that was rumored, and I was told to note. So there's definitely at least one good story
Oh, well,
coming
then
up
that's
with
two.
a great. Oh, really?
Because I don't know which one you're talking about.
Oh, it was mentioned at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't recall that.
Okay, then we have
Yeah, look
two stories. Two
No,
really good
one's
stories.
not a story. One's an activity.
Oh boy.
Well,
You guys better stay tuned because I'm on the edge of my seat.
Gonna be excited.
I'm not.
I hope you all have a blessed day. We'll see you next week.
Deuces.
I'm a swerve in the. Sorry.